Oh, Merry Christmas!
Hi, welcome back to Vlogmas. It's just me today, and that's because it's kind of a bookish video. I'm filming, so Louis is bothering me. You'll see him running around. I wanted to share some Christmassy reads that are on my TBR for December time. One of them kind of rolls into January, but I'll get to that. So a lot of my books, most of them are on my Kindle. So this is my Kindle cover, this is my Kindle. So I'll leave a picture of those books just here, but I'm just going to get straight into the books on my reading list for kind of the wintry period. I probably should have started these earlier, but I'm still reading The Court of Miracles, so I'm hoping to get done with that one as quickly as I can so that I can move on to some of these Christmassy reads. I'm not a super speedy reader, so I don't think I'll get through all of these, but it's nice to have a selection to choose from because I'm kind of a mood reader, so I just kind of read what I want when I want. So I've got a couple of physical books I'll share at the end, and then a few on my Kindle as well. So this is just my Kindle case. It's just pink and girly, and then my Kindle. I'm gonna leave a picture of the books from my Kindle that I talk about just here so that you can see what I'm talking about. The first one is super short. It's kind of more chapters rather than an entire book, and it's Mr. Pickwick's Christmas Winter Holiday Adventures at the Manor Farm by Charles Dickens. So interesting fact, we actually live super close to Pickwick, so when I saw this title, obviously the only Charles Dickens I don't think I've read much Charles Dickens, if I'm honest, maybe A Christmas Carol, but yeah, I haven't read much. So this just says it tells Mr. Pickwick's Christmas tells about the Pickwickian adventures at Manor Farm during winter holidays. It's got some goblins and some Pickwickians and a wedding, and it's only 85 pages, so I reckon this will be one that I will definitely get through. It's fun to read about something that you're familiar with, so Pickwick is super close to here, so I'm kind of familiar with it, and this cover is beautiful as well, so yeah, I'm hoping to get to that one maybe next. I'm currently reading A Court of Miracles, which is kind of a Les Miserables vibe. It's got some characters from Les Miserables in it, but yeah, so that one is a big chunk of a book, but once I finish that, hopefully I can move on to this one and it can get me in the Christmassy reading mood. The next book on my Kindle is Stories for the 12 Days of Christmas by Linda Mansfield. So again, this is a collection of 12 short stories, supposed to be, you know, so you can take a little bit of me time and cozy up with a nice story. The blurb says that they're short, which is perfect because I can get through a whole bunch of them, and it also means that maybe I will actually be able to finish some Christmassy books this year, because Christmas time can be really busy, but I'm hoping because of the current state of the world that I'll have a little bit more time for reading and relaxing and chilling out with a good book. So yeah, I like the idea of 12 stories, and it also means that I can read 12 different stories and then be a little bit shorter. The next Christmassy book that I have on my Kindle is One Snowy Week in Spring Hollow by Lucy Knott, and this one to me just sounded like all of those Christmas films that you see on Netflix and Hallmark, where people have moved away from their hometown and then they come back together, and then maybe there's a romance and there's friends reuniting, and there's snow obviously, and this one just felt like, I've not read too much into the blurb because I like to kind of go into books blind, but this one, from what I did read, just kind of gave me real Christmas vibes, so super excited for that one. The next one is a physical book, so this one is more of a New Year book, so I can probably get away with leaving this one to in between Christmas and New Year. So this one is called The Year of Taking Chances. I've had this one on my bookshelf for a while. Look how pretty the cover is though. It's really pretty. I love all the fireworks and stuff. This is by Lucy Diamond. It was a Sunday Times bestseller. So it says, it's New Year's Eve and Gemma and Spencer Bailey are throwing a house party. There's music, dancing, champagne, and all their best friends under one roof. It's going to be a night to remember. So yeah, I think this one's going to be a real fun read. And then there's another one called One Night in Italy that comes after that. It's just on the back cover there. So yeah, I'm super excited. At the bottom it says a new start, a dream career, the love of your life. And I've been really trying this year. It's not gone great, but I've started to, you know, like use goals and like, I don't know what to call it, I guess, to write down what I want to achieve, and then I feel like I'm more likely to achieve that thing when I've written it down, or when I've kind of like thought about it and said, yes, these are the things, and this book kind of gives me those vibes. And then the final book, I don't think is really a Christmas book, and somebody did tell me this was not a Christmas movie, so I don't know if it counts as a Christmas book, but the cover has snowflakes on it, and so I don't know if I'll get round to this one, but it is another one in the Disney Twisted Tales series, and it is the Let It Go one, so it's obviously Frozen inspired. And I was told by several of my YouTube friends that Frozen 2 is not a Christmas movie, so if you say so, I think it is. But this has definitely got some wintry vibes with the snowflakes just there. Yeah, with the snowflakes just there and all these swishes and swirls. Yeah, so this is, I'm not going to read the blurb of this one because I like to go into these ones blind, but this is a, if I finish all my other books in December and I'm bored and I want to read something else Christmassy, this will be kind of the last go-to. But I am excited to get to it, and I like these retellings, and I really am a fan of Anna as a character, so I think I'll enjoy this one maybe a little bit more than the Mulan one I read. So that is too many books for me to finish in December. If you want to know what I did get around to reading and what my thoughts were on them, I can do that for you in January maybe. Let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to give a review and a wrap up kind of thing. Let me know what you're reading down in the comments if you're reading something festive. It's only this year that I've really thought about reading something festive as like an option. Before that I would just read kind of, I really like YA, kind of paranormal, dystopian kind of stuff, but I've been really getting into like more romance a little bit, and like, I don't know, the Christmas vibes makes me want to read it. So let me know what you're reading down in the comments below. I definitely won't be able to add anything to my list for this year, but I will have no books, no Christmassy books on my bookshelf for next year if I get through all of these. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell as well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!